Okay, so it looks like there's Gauntlet and Nightmare modes.
Yeah, so the Gauntlet is kind of the big draw, and then Nightmare is they do some shit with the campaign.
It's a new story, reverse story mode where they're afflicted with a vampiric curse to earn, and you feed them to earn shield. Okay, so it's just a story mode again. So I guess like we're playing Gauntlet mode, I suppose.
Yeah,
For this.
that sounds good. We can fill an hour or two with that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, hello guys. I am Brandon Carey. Joining me is Dr. Christenstein.
Sure, let's go with that.
And we are here to play and talk a bit about the new DLC that dropped for Ultimate Alliance 3, which appears to be kind of a spoopy, Halloween-y kind of affair.
Which I think is kind of right in time, in all honesty. Like,
yeah.
I mean, the Punisher may not be somebody I associate with Halloween, but hey, he's got a skull on his chest, so that works.
I mean, I feel like if you're going to choose 4 Marvel characters to represent Halloween, Punisher is definitely one I would consider in the running.
Yeah, true. He is a mass murderer.
Yes, he is.
Like, I think the big thing was that these are like the Marvel Knights, as they are sometimes referred to, like these characters specifically.
All right, and
Ghost Rider sometimes being lumped in with them.
I am surprised. Oh, yes, Ghost Rider's already in the main game. Of course, I didn't have him in this. He's already in the main game, so there's no reason to add him to this DLC. Select. Speaking of,
I am joining your game now.
Let me see if I can find the new. Do we have to unlock them through these gauntlets?
Yeah, so I've kind of intentionally kept myself blind on these. I want to imagine that might be the case.
You are the best. You got it.
All right. Oh no. Okay. Yes. So room details. Okay. So this challenge. Seeking the origins of a powerful curse, Doctor Strange and his allies have crossed the barrier between dimensions once again. But when they arrive, they find the deadly infection has already begun to spread out of control.
Uh-oh.
Defeat
Oh, but does it turn into Marvel Zombies?
Enemies, your EP slowly drops. To recover extra EP by attacking. You have 3 minutes. And we have challenges for clearing this, dealing over 1 million damage, defeating 160 enemies total, and 120 powerful enemies. And we get it looks like we get shield credits for doing each of these tasks.
What?
I don't know what those credits are for, but that's what. But that seems interesting.
Yeah, so that's stuff that you can buy in the Shield Depot. You can use. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Oh, Loki, you unlocked some new toys.
Yes, I have, and
oh yeah, you told me you've been visiting.
So something I'll say to have this on the stream in the video. I know I told you about this the other night. Was that so? I beat the game on superior difficulty.
Yes.
And
let's talk about that for a second.
So, as you and I accomplished, we beat the game on Mighty, which is basically medium, and you get another difficulty called Superior, which is like hard.
/ New Game Plus.
Mm-hmm. So your characters, you basically can just keep going and keep leveling up. Enemies are harder, the drops are better.
I
likened
sort of it in our conversation to the Torment difficulties in Diablo.
It's essentially that. I mean, and you know, so this is a good opportunity to be like, okay, I can get my characters past like level 40 something, because like you're at like 47 with Venom.
Yeah.
And I kind of beefed my characters up a little bit with some of the XP cubes. and got him up to like 50. Because I also did a single player run after we finished, so that I could have a full squad of guys, because characters aren't leveled up if you're not using them.
That did not take long at all.
No. It's almost like maybe we're too strong.
Okay, there's multiple. It's multiple stages. Okay.
Okay. I'm okay
go.
with this. I'm okay with this.
Enemies affected by the vampiric curse appear in this challenge.
So I wanted to beat the game on Superior so that my guys could be I could have a team leveled up to unlock Thanos, which he is in an ultimate trial in the Infinity mode.
How high level is that trial?
They put the number 65 on there. But as I have discovered, those recommends are kind of bullshit. They're like, that is a very weak suggestion. Like, and I know people have been doing it at a high level. Wow, we are.
This is a level 5 challenge, admittedly. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're beating the shit out of them. I mean, it's nice that they have this for like lower level
if
characters.
If you're starting the game, you still have like a challenge or two you can complete.
Yeah.
As like and then you can get like your goal is, oh, we're not high enough level, so we have to hold off on this for a bit.
So, and the thing is, like, I had beaten the game on Superior, and
so it helps that Venom has a huge AoE.
Yeah, I had gotten my characters up to like 65, and I was like, I'll try the Thanos challenge, see what it is. And it's basically you're fighting multiple bosses at the same time. Like, they send three of them at you. Yeah, but you're fighting like 3 bosses simultaneously, and it's the Black Order, who are some of the shittiest bosses in the game. And it is chaos trying to fight 3 of them at once. And then, of course, you beat one, and another one spawns up, and it's nuts.
Oh, hi, Nebula.
Hi, Gillian Anderson.
That is, Gillian Anderson is Agent Scully.
I forget what her name is then. The actress that plays her. Karen Gillian. I think that's who it is.
I'm gonna have to take your word on that one, Chief.
Yeah, as some may notice, I'm not playing as my main Cap because I got Cap up to like.
Hi, it's Drax. Hi, Drax.
Yeah, my team that I have been playing through on my own time, I've actually that's not Drax, that's Ronan.
Sorry, yeah. I wish I cared. He's dead is who he is now.
Yeah, no, we fucking wiped the floor with them. The game stands no chance. But hey, we can unlock our Marvel Knights characters. We can we got 1 token out of that, really? Okay. Game of gauntlets, connecting the internet, blah 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 blah. Okay, so
so we cleared the defeating enemies and then doing 1,000,000 points in damage.
Yeah, so this is basically almost the same setup as what they have in like the Infinity Trials. Yeah. When's Howard the Duck going to be added to the game? Don't we wish? Howard the Duck did make it into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Let's see if there's another challenge that just got unlocked. Clearing each gauntlet unlocks endless mode. In endless mode, you can fight until your team dies or you retire. So that's how you get those rewards. Is that you have to play them in the endless mode.
So that's gonna be the test your patience.
Yeah. I mean, or just you keep fighting until you run out of of goals to hit, and then you just stop and die.
But yeah, like I tried to play the challenge to unlock Thanos. I was at 65, got my ass wrecked.
We unlock the Punisher. We beat this next one.
Ooh, let's do it.
EX Immortal War. EX damage increased 1 EX attack per gauntlet attempt.
Okay.
Oh, so you can only do an EX attack once per the entire run.
Odd. But
From the streets to the stars, the contagion is rapidly overtaking some of the most powerful beings in the multiverse. Doctor Strange will have to recruit new soldiers in his battle against the curse. EX abilities and synergies deal extra damage. Your basic attacks are less effective. You'll have to recover EP by attacking. EX does not recharge.
Yeah, so spam them. So spam them attacks.
Yeah, and those abilities. Yeah.
Specials. Yeah.
All right, so that is our next challenge.
Remember when Punisher tortured a guy with a popsicle? Kelly asked, and I do know what you're talking about.
Do tell.
Okay, so
Also ready up.
okay, so there are at least 4. Well, no, there are 3 Punisher movies. One of them are good.
One of them. Oh, that's funny.
And the one that Kelly is referring to is the second Punisher movie, which starred Tom Jane, which is actually worth a watch. I would recommend that movie.
You did not say it was the good one. You said it was worth a watch. You chose your words very carefully.
It is the good one.
Okay.
The one with Tom Jane is the good one. And what Kelly is referring to is in one scene, our hero, the Punisher, kidnaps this like he's like an accountant for the mob that he's going after.
Oh, okay.
And he has him chained up upside down in his garage. Never a good thing. And the Punisher is like he has basically a blowtorch, like an acetylene tank torch, and you know, the kind that gets hot enough that you cut metal with. And he's like, it burns the nerve, and he's explaining to this guy, it burns the nerve endings so quickly it actually feels like it's freezing. And so he fakes this guy out by, like, this guy's hung upside down, the Punisher is behind him, and he's also, what the other guy doesn't see is that he has a raw steak right there that he's using this blowtorch on while sticking the popsicle in his back. And this guy's like,
God.
This guy's like screaming. He's like, you feel that? Do you smell that? I'm burning the fat right off your back. Just this great fake out. And this guy is screaming from him putting the popsicle in his back because he thinks he's literally blow torturing him.
Wow.
But then it's also funny because it's like, oh, by the way, I didn't do anything to you, and he shoves the popsicle in his mouth when he tells him what he wants. Yeah.
Wow, holy shit.
The Tom Jane movie is, like, of the 3, this is the most human version of Punisher that you'll see, to where it's like, oh, this is what it's like when...
is not saying a hell of a lot.
I mean, in the other 2 movies, and even in the Netflix series, he's a... Well, the Netflix series maybe not so much, but the other 2 movies, which there was one from the 80s that starred Dolph Lundgren, of all people. Well, back in the 80s, he was a pretty big dude, so it made sense, but that movie is not good. And then there's one that they made after the Tom Jane movie that starred Ray Stevenson, and called Warzone, and that movie is not great. It's campy, but it's not, like, they went really full on with the whole R-rated thing. And because the Tom Jane movie, I think, was PG-13. Like, actually, no, I take that back. No, Tom Jane movie was rated R. Because I'm remembering the final showdown he has with the mobsters in their club. And remembering the fact that Tom Jane puts, like, a big-ass combat knife under a dude's chin and into his mouth. Like, stabbing through his head. Like, I was like, oh, no, wait, nope. Warzone is canon to MCU. I mean, granted, Warzone was before the MCU was a thing, but you could almost say
Defeat
that.
Carmen Electra.
I still never looked at the actress who played her in Daredevil. That, and I don't know.
Probably Carmen Electra. I don't care if that's the real answer or not. That's what it is.
Sure, why not? I don't know if Elektra made an appearance in the Netflix series. I want to say she did, but I have no idea.
I mean, I feel like she and Daredevil are linked, so she would kind of have to be, right?
Yeah, I imagine those characters are always associated with each other. And but no, the other two Punisher films, that is clearly, oh look, the Punisher is a psycho.
We still have all 4 reses.
It's like, yeah, he's only killing mobsters, but he's also a psycho. That's still, he's still on the psycho spectrum. I like how with like Loki's attacks, he like summons, he does shadow jutsu to like just fire multiple
The shadow
projectiles.
clone jutsu?
Yeah, he basically does. This is my Nindo, brother. Kneel before me, for I am Tom Hiddleston.
Kneel before Zod.
Oh man. Back when Superman movies were good.
Some would argue they never were.
There's at least 2 good Superman movies.
Chris is going, I can think of at least 1 good Superman movie.
There's 2 of them. There's 2. Superman and Superman Returns are still good movies. It's just 3 and 4 that are kind of dumpster fires.
Do you ever think about how Nick Cage was going to be Superman once?
Oh, do I ever. There's a whole documentary
the
about...
Punisher and we unlock him.
Nice, we can unlock John Barenthal. Because that's the version I'm accepting. Yeah, the Netflix series...
Also, Kellyanne told us that Elektra was played by Jennifer Gardner.
Elektra was... Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, the Netflix series, I watched the first season, and in the beginning of the first season, it is very much like, oh, yeah, there is a human side to him, and we're seeing that. But he is also kind of on the edge of psycho.
The edge.
Which he kind of has to be. The second season, I started watching it, and then I just kind of lost interest.
Oh, defeat 3 bosses in a row. Get the Punisher as the last boss. Cool.
Okay, I accept this. Yeah, Punisher Warzone was like, I give them credit for trying to add in more of the stuff from like the Punisher comics, but like, I don't know, that movie.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I like a chump. Chump?
We are overpowered, very clearly, but you know what? I'm fine with that.
Same. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Now we just gotta unlock Blade and Moon Knight and Michael Morbius, the living vampire.
The living... Does that, like, what does that mean?
So, okay, basically the long short of it is that Michael Morbius is a vampire, but he's not a dead guy.
Punisher is level 11? Fuck off.
Yeah, no, I'm not using that.
Fuck off.
Get that nonsense out of here. I'll
The
level it.
disgusting trash away from me. Ew, I don't want it.
I'll level up John Barenthal later.
Level 11. What fucking insult is this shit?
Actually, now that I think of it, like, the Punisher in the Netflix series is not really a complete well, I never said he was a complete psycho in those that show.
Are you saying the Punisher was right?
Maybe.
Be very careful, Christopher.
In the Netflix series, at least, like, you know, he is going after people that probably should eat it.
Okay, this one gives us Blade.
But like I said, in the other two movies though, the one with Dolph Lundgren and Warzone with Ray Stevenson, he is a psycho there. That's plain and simple.
This one will let us Blade as our reward for beating it.
Yeah, let's unlock Wesley Snipes.
Cool, we level 20 because that's the level of this challenge.
Time for some motherfuckers to ice skate uphill. That's a line he says in the movie once. And it's like, you hear that? And it's like, what is that supposed to mean? Some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Apparently the auto mod is giving Kelly some grief.
Yeah, I saw it, and I know why. Automod is, in fairness, doing its job and catching the right turns.
Oh, right. Yeah. He does that. So Kelly is referencing a moment that happened in the Netflix, like, not specifically the Punisher, but he does this. He does this in the Daredevil series.
You'd think they would just let us skip this puzzle. So there's not really a puzzle.
Yeah, in one of the moments where Punisher is kind of shown off in Netflix's Daredevil, where John Barenthal made his debut as the character, he's at a pawn shop getting like radio equipment and weapons, and the pawn shop guy sees that he has money and he tries to sell him child porn, and he was gonna walk out, but when the guy mentions child porn, he locks the door and proceeds to murder him with the baseball bat. So fuck that guy.
Someone deal with Mr. Bomb up there.
Oh, I'll get him.
All of them.
Oh, that's right. I need to use my EX attacks.
Abilities will also do more damage than usual.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Now, Punisher Warzone is kind of goofy, especially with like its violence, and again, like some of the well-known Punisher villains, like McGinty and I mean, Jigsaw was a character that I had kind of heard of because I saw an action figure of him before the movie. But usually when it comes to like Punisher villains, it's always like, it's basically just mob bosses. I mean, there are some kind of like super villains Punisher goes up against, like Bushwhacker, which I can't tell you anything about him. I just know that he exists.
You can lie and tell people you want. I don't know.
Okay, Loki's getting a bit too talkative for my tastes.
Is Loki saying a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, I mean a lot of voice lines from him. It's like, guy, I get it. You're big bad Loki. Please shut up.
Like, I have my TV turned down, so it's not picking up on the microphone.
Oh, I have subtitles. That's how otherwise I wouldn't be
Oh,
able to
okay.
really hear it either.
Hi, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Hi, Mr. Not Superhuman Strength somehow.
Yeah, the fact that he's supposed to be just a dude who works out a lot, like,
I don't believe you.
I kind of question that. I mean, granted, growing up in the mean streets of the Hell's Kitchen is a hell of a workout, I'm sure. But I mean, you gotta eat a lot to get fairly big.
Yes.
Excuse me, that's Michael Clark Duncan. Yes, okay, Kelly, I understand. I'm sorry. Movie version Kingpin is Michael Clark Duncan. Vincent D'Onofrio was King.
Here.
Vincent D'Onofrio was
in the first section.
Oh. Freeze, Kingy.
Wow, that did nothing.
Wow. I can just summon a tornado. What's up? Yeah, as much as I have enjoyed playing through the campaign multiple times, I am ready for a break from this game.
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
I mean, I wanted to unlock Thanos first, but that challenge, like, I got my characters up to 70, and that challenge is still kicking my ass. And I'm like, fuck it. I have other things to do.
Fair. Defeat 25 enemies.
I mean, granted, you know, I could get my characters even more powerful playing through ultimate difficulty, but it's like that. Like, I reached a point the other day where I was like, man,
You
I
can
wanna
always
get off.
play Thanos in Fortnite, says Kelly.
Can you? Can you? Because last I heard, that hasn't been a thing since season 2.
These are Ultron games. Oh, it's Wolverines, but...
I lost my train of thought. No, like, I was playing, like, I was like, well, I still can't unlock Thanos at level 70. I guess I'll keep playing through on ultimate
yeah, I'm gonna
difficulty.
kill these guys too, so...
But that was the point where I was like, okay, I want to get off the treadmill now. Which some would say that's what a lot, like, the carrot on the end of the stick stopped looking appealing. I want to get off the treadmill now.
You don't like Fortnite?
Damn it. I mean, no, I don't like Fortnite because of how they treat their developers.
Understandable.
That was one of the big
hey!
reasons that was one of the biggest reasons I stopped playing
Sentinel.
Fortnite. Now, when those stories came out about the development team and like all the shit that the fucking meat grinder that Epic kind of puts them through, like, I was like, okay, I don't want to support this unless they treat their people better.
That solved that problem real quick.
Yeah, it did. Oh shit. I did not see that sentinel till now.
That's been there, dude. Enemies left to kill, then we win too.
Woo!
What? How did you block that whole string? Fuck that. There we go.
Woo! We did it.
I mean, people apparently do like Fortnite because otherwise it wouldn't be popular.
It's still making money. The last I heard, children still love that game.
I'm gonna have to pick Venom up when we start.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I felt comfortable stepping away from Fortnite. You know,
Friend and foe alike deal damage that increase over time. Melee attacks are strengthened.
Okay.
So this is gonna be interesting. Looks like we're gonna get a big damage.
This is gonna be a hurt.
For them and us. Ready up,
You cannot
boys.
like the game and still be playing it.
Ready up, boys.
I'm sure I could still play Fortnite if I really wanted to. But one, I don't want to. I mean, I was liking Fortnite for what it was. But at the same time, like, I don't want to give money to Epic with the way they treat their staff. Like, I don't feel good supporting that. And League of Legends, I got out of that shit before I started hearing about how scummy they were as a company.
Yeah, I mean, people just don't like that game anymore because it's not fun, from what I hear.
No, like, the only people that are getting any kind of enjoyment out of it are the people that take it way too seriously. And even then, it's like, you see these motherfuckers on, like, YouTube and Twitch, like, they take it so fucking seriously, they sound like they're gonna have an aneurysm, and it's like, why are you playing this?
Yeah, they're like a train billing through the middle of your recording.
Like, what do you have to prove? Oh, I just now heard that.
Yeah.
Boy, remember when that used to be me?
I do.
That was years ago, too, when back in our podcast days, I was the one with the train always in the background because I was like a football field's distance away from one.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I've always been by a train, just I got lucky that it never happened during a podcast.
Nowadays, like, excuse me, living in the city, I hear sirens more than anything. And that's mostly because, like, we are down the road from a big hospital, so of course, when somebody calls 911, we're gonna hear about it. Sunk costs, Kelly mentions, I think, when she's talking about
yeah, why people still play Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, okay, so here's something I've learned about that when it comes to, like, the whole sunk cost fallacy or sunk cost fallacy or whatever. And that was something that made it easy for me to step away from a lot of shit. And I think is really helpful to where it's like, you know, it is something that's like, you know, oh, I've spent so much money on this. Like, I've invested so much money into this. I can't just walk away from it. But ultimately, you have to come to the conclusion that, okay, that money that you sunk into it, you're not getting that back. Ever.
There are 6 seconds on the clock, but you earn more time by defeating enemies.
Oh, yeah. Piercing attacks are strengthened. I don't know what the difference is, but okay.
I think it's just different properties for each move.
Yeah.
I don't know what properties each move has, though, so... If we if we kill Blade, we win.
Woo! Let's get Wesley Snipes.
Though who knows what else is going to show up before we kill him. There might be a boss gauntlet
Apparently
or something.
Blade is supposed to be getting in the MCU in, like, upcoming phases. Because they did announce who they recast him as, but I don't know who the guy's name is. I just remember people were freaking out about it, like, oh, new Blade actor, and I was like, all right, well, we'll see when that movie comes out. And I am wrecking house right now. Apparently, my attacks are piercing. which, swinging this thing around, I imagine they are.
You can lie and tell people you won. I don't know.
But no, when it comes to the whole sunk cost fallacy, it's like, you ultimately have to come to the conclusion that it's like, you're never getting that money back. Continuing to play the game is not going to get you your money back. As a matter of fact, it's only going to make things worse. So...
Yeah, you guys realize at what point is it no longer worth it for you to continue on?
Like, you know, I have put probably $60 to $70 into Fortnite, but I was able to step away from it.
You were really into that game for a while.
I was, man. I was like, this is awesome. It's like, fuck PUBG.
Oh, another Dragon's Maze.
No, Fortnite kind of had like an arcadey feel to it that I really enjoyed about it.
You just focus on killing enemies to keep the clock going. I will find the switches.
Yeah, I am trying to see where I can get around to some of these. Because, like, everything is a block. Oh my god. What is not a wall here?
Okay.
But, you know, I was able to step away from Fortnite, just, you know...
Found the other switch. Apparently much better at navigating mazes than you are, Chris.
Yeah, I guess so. No, I was able to step away from Fortnite and be like, you know what? I've put in so much money into this thing. I'm done. I don't want to put any more into it.
Get away from me. Holy shit.
It's like, I had my fun. I'm good now. You know? And especially when it's like, I do not want to support Epic and what it's doing, so I don't want to keep funding them. And there was also a really good video. I don't know if I've mentioned this before on stream. There was a YouTuber, Jwitz, and he's actually a Nintendo partner. And you know, he does a lot of stuff on Pokemon, but he talks about like video games and stuff in general. And he was talking about how like he uninstalled Fire Emblem Heroes. I think that's the game, the like mobile Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
He talked about how he finally uninstalled it because he looked at like he finally added up, like he went through his transaction history and looked up like how much has he spent on this game. And when he had the number in front of him, it's like, oh god, I can't believe I spent this much. Because that's what microtransactions do to you.
Exactly.
They keep you from realizing that you're spending a lot of money by keeping the amount small and, of course, making sure it's a separate currency. Oh, hi, Wesley Snipes.
You're all thinking the same thing, buddy.
Kelly mentions that she had the hardest time getting away from Team Fortress 2, which, yeah,
Kelly and I talk about that a lot, the old TF2 days.
Which, yeah, Team Fortress was also a kind of an easy game to sink money into, especially with the way its crates and shit worked, like...
Yeah. For me, it was Overwatch. We all had our lessons.
Yeah, Overwatch, I
have no idea how much money I sunk into seasonal events in Overwatch to hope to get like certain costumes I wanted.
I bought a set of loot boxes once and immediately felt bad about it.
Mm-hmm. As you do.
Okay, so what level is Wesley Snipes? He is... Okay, he's level 21. Still trash, but I'm going to stick with Tom Hiddleston, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to look this up now. This is going to drive me nuts. Ooh.
This next one's level 25. Blood Moon Rising. Which will unlock Moon Knight, who will probably be at level 26.
Mahershala Ali is the actor they cast for the new Blade. I'm probably gonna forget that fucking name. So,
I didn't actually spend any money on Fallout Shelter.
I never touched it. Kat has played it.
I played it a while, but I got bored of it pretty quickly after like a week.
Yeah, Kat had my wife got a good amount of time out of that. She enjoyed it. She doesn't really play it now.
I got mad when I realized that was the blueprint for Fallout 4, without me realizing it, because like the fact that Fallout 4 is what broke me a lot with Bethesda. Like that's a game where they seem to forget about the things that I liked of them. Oh, you're killing yourself.
Sure, why not? Hey, look, I can do this too.
I can do it too with Can Do.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a really good... I want to link you this video later, but there's a really good story behind the making of the third Blade movie, which was called Blade Trinity. And Blade Trinity on its own is like a C-, you know? It's not super great, and it's just kind of eh. But when you know what went on to get that movie made, it is immediately an A+ of like, wow, it's amazing this movie exists, considering the project hell that was had making it.
Abilities do more damage, but you lose ability points every second. Interesting challenge.
I'm a little impressed.
So this is from a video I saw. It was a talk show clip from Patton Oswalt. He was a guest on a talk show, and he was talking about how Wesley Snipes was something of a crazy person on the set of that movie. For one, he wouldn't answer to his actual name. He would only answer to the name Blade.
Huh. Oh, is he a method actor?
I don't know. But he would only answer to Blade. And of course, anytime you went near his trailer, the stench of pot reeked through the air. And like he wouldn't come out of his trailer a lot, apparently. Like anytime he wanted something, like he would put like a fucking note under the door or some shit. Like just he was just this recluse, and directors had to like yell at him to get him onto the set, and just all this shit. And sure enough, a good portion of filming that movie, he was most likely high. So it's like, oh god. Like, I guess he was just very difficult to work with. God. Blade Trinity. That movie had Triple H in it, for God's sakes. Triple H is a wrestler, if you don't know.
I'm aware of Triple H.
Okay, yeah.
Holy hell, Chris, who do you think I am?
I don't know. I've never known you to really watch wrestling at all.
Oh, watch wrestling? No. We'll play the SmackDown games as a child, yes.
Okay. So you have, vague idea.
Because I have vague understandings of who the wrestlers are.
The wrestling, yes. Man, also, I'm glad AEW is getting to exist. That like we're getting more alternatives to WWE, because as much as I want to love, yeah, New Japan. I mean that you can stream that in America, and it's not that expensive. It's cheaper than the WWE network and most likely better quality. I mean, we also got like Lucha Underground, which came to Netflix, and Lucha Underground is a fantastic show. It's like, I like wrestling, but I can't give two shits for WWE. Especially when all the
AoE clears a lot of people out really quickly in these like kill X enemies challenges.
I mean, hey, it works. keep doing it. Keep hitting
Yeah.
the win. Keep hitting the win button.
You hit it, like, because you're hitting so many people with one swipe, you get so much energy from it, and then you get like just okay, AOE, 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 and then kill like
Yeah.
50 people.
Keep hitting the win button. That's
Defeat Carmen Electra.
yeah. Well, Jennifer Garner. Kelly pointed it out.
I mean, the character's name is Carmen Electra. Probably, I don't know.
Man, I remember when Carmen Electra was in a video game once. She was in a. She was. Man, what was it? It was Def Jam Fight for New York, which was a fantastic game. Like, I don't mean like fantastic first time. No, I mean I would play that shit today. And there was a story mode in that game where you played a custom character, and you had multiple women for love interests, and Carmen Electra is one of them. So
Okay.
of course that's what I went with.
Still lost.
Because,
Who were the other options?
well, that's the thing. I think Carmen Electra was the only one that I had heard of. So that because the other options, I don't know. I don't remember the names, and I don't know who they were.
Oh, if you want to just like wait, and I can swing through those traps, and then like you don't even have to worry about it.
Oh, hey, I
You-
can fly.
Oh, you have flight. Never mind.
Yeah, I can fly. Oh, that's right. Your travel power is dictated by your EP meter, by the way.
Oh, I did not know
Found
that.
out. Yeah, no, it actually... Your travel ability also takes away from your EP. Because I just fucking drained mine flying.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, no, I found that out during a trial. I was like, oh, that's not just a thing you can do. There's... My... Okay, now it's full. It's like immediately after I pick up a blue thing, it's just... Okay, there we go.
Oh, that must not matter that much normally, but like when EP drains rapidly.
Yeah.
Alright, time to kill Carmen Electra.
Oh my god.
Feel like I can't do anything without getting hit by someone.
Yeah, no. It's a little ridiculous. This is what the Thanos challenge is like, but imagine this 10 times worse.
I believe it.
I mean, because the Black Order boss fights,
Oh, I remember them.
Were-
They were irritating.
yeah, they were. So imagine facing multiple members of them simultaneously. It sucks.
Let me do the move, please. Thank you.
You're lucky I'm so clever.
You thought you would last longer, says Venom as he stays on the ground dead like a bitch. Or like a Gamergate loser.
Oh boy.
Eddie Brock would be a Gamergator.
He would. He totally would.
He would have articles telling gamers to rise up.
He's just pissed off about everything. He blames other people for his fucking problems.
Yeah.
He's that asshole.
Gamers rise up.
Shit.
Eddie Brock and the symbiote playing Fortnite. Getting tilted.
Son of a bitch. Man. I kind of feel good that I was out of playing Fortnite when they did that whole bit in Endgame, which explains the cross promotion of like, hey, this is how we got Thanos in Fortnite.
It's just a boss rush.
But at the same time, when you think of like
Hey, Ronan.
douchebags who like douchebags who play anonymously with their headset on, calling people names and shit in today's day and age, what's the game they're probably playing?
Fortnite.
Yeah. It used to be Call of Duty. But much of the douchebaggery migrated to Fortnite. And before Call of Duty, it was Halo. Fuck you, I got my tornado off.
This when we get Rune, we'll be able to probably kill Moonlight in one hit with
Oh, yeah, no.
the synergy or the ultimate move. All right, die.
Nobody here owes you any money, you crazy drunk asshole.
I know you're here, Dracula, you big fucking nerd. Where's my goddamn money?
Dracula's not an Avenger. That lying fuck. Oh, man.
I also love that, like, Moon Knight is only mildly less psychopathic than the Punisher.
Hmm.
But he's more crazy than Psycho.
Yeah, like...
At least he's crazy in a way that doesn't endanger hundreds of people.
Yeah, no, like, Moon Knight is like, there are writers that just kind of lean into him just being a joke. Oh, no, I'm not ready.
Neither am I.
I gotta distribute some points. I leveled it up. I should probably equip some ISOs too on
The
him.
last one is level 30, the Living Vampire.
Yep. That's a thing we can do. Okay, I don't have enough points for that.
As
but...
the number of infected enemies increases, the heroes realize they must be close to the source of the curse. If they can determine what caused the outbreak, they might still be able to reverse its effects. Okay, so I guess the Living Vampire is, quote unquote, is the source of the curse, and we'll beat him up and then get him to join the cause.
Let's see. Increase energy. Let's go with that. What are some other big old ISO rocks that I have? Increase resistance for being attacked. Oh, that's a big purple one. I'll go with that. Alright, that looks good.
I have enough to improve some abilities, so I'm just going to do that real quick, too.
So, Moon Knight starts at what level?
Probably 26.
You're absolutely right. You looked at it, didn't you?
No, it's 1 plus the level of the match.
Okay.
Unlock him. I noticed that with the
Okay.
Punisher. The Child was level 10, he is on level 11. The Muzzy Snipes was level 21. The Child was level 20. Moon Knight was level 25. The Child was level 25, therefore he's level 26. So I presume that the Living Vampire will be a level 31 when we finish.
Okay. That's about fair. Yeah,
It's
so
just
Kelly
simple
mentions
logic.
that people do not really get on headsets often as they used to when playing anonymously. Like, voice chat has now just become like, you're not going to put up with randos on voice chat, ever. PUBG gave us the best example of why you shouldn't. But, no, like, anytime people use voice chat in games, it's to talk to people you already know.
Yeah, I use Discord. I don't use in-game chat
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
We have 8 resurrections, so this is probably going to be a tough one.
Okay. I mean, if I have to, I will break out my fucking level 70 Captain America.
Certain enemies emerging from the portals to spawn explosives that you can use to clear the area. You have 7 minutes. This appears to be a normal battle, no strings attached, but you get certain enemies drop explosives that we can throw at the enemies for AoEs.
So here is a fact. Don't dispute me. The only people that know of Morbius the Living Vampire are people that watched that god-awful Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s and saw him on that. That's the only link that people have of knowing him.
I believe it because I didn't know who the hell he was until I saw the list for this. Where we started talking about the expansion
Yeah,
in the earlier recordings.
because who gives a fuck? So, the long short of his whole origin is, I mean, I really can just sum it up to like, hey, science experiment gone wrong. Now he drinks blood and has vampire powers. But
So
he's not
an
a dead.
actual vampire, but he has.
No,
the
he's
the
not a
abilities
dead
of vampire.
guy.
Does he also take sun damage?
I think his deal is that in sunlight and daylight he's just human. But at night he turns into that.
Okay.
And he feeds on blood to kind of sustain himself that way. Otherwise he gets weak. And so I think like I could be completely fucking wrong on that. I just know that he does maintain a human normal form. But
Like
other
a
than that,
life or
yeah, like he has an alter ego, but still it's like like I said, he's not a dead guy. As a matter of fact, even in his vampire form, he still has a reflection.
which is why he's the quote-unquote living vampire. Because
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
vampire in name only. He's a Vino.
Yeah, because he looks like that. He can fly. The way he drinks blood is kind of weird too, to where it's like he just has these opening sucker things on his hands. So he just puts his fucking hand on you and drinks you like fucking Dio out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. To explain that, Dio is a
I know
vampire.
who Dio Brando is. and I know who
Okay.
Dio is. I have
And
not
that's
watched
how-
JoJo, but I know who Dio is.
And that is also how he would drink blood from people, is sticking his hand in you and just sapping you.
Stick a fork in you because you're done.
Yeah, basically.
You're lucky I'm so clever.
I don't know who exactly.
Okay, by the
I'm
way,
supposed
these
to be-
enemies have status effects in their AoEs. So
I was gonna say, like, I was wondering who I was supposed to be focusing my attacks on.
I'm just killing enemies in general.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just going willy-nilly at this.
Morbius has a stone mask.
Shit. Sure, I'd believe it.
Defeat Elektra.
Sure, why not? Yeah,
This one's the damage increases over time round, so get ready.
I'm pretty sure Morbius has never had his own, like, dedicated series of comics. And if he has, I'm sure it didn't last long.
I feel like it would have been kind of lame if he did.
I mean, I guess he could...
Although, it's not the worst premise in the world.
No, absolutely not.
Being honest.
He is a dude that just has to drink blood because lab accident.
You played the game as best you could, but you still lost.
Okay, damn. I don't even know what happened there. Oh, shit. I kind of like Loki's EX attack. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, they're all... I think Spider-Man's just literally one of his moves. Like, it's just the web ball, like, super that he has, but it just does more damage.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, it's a kind of a mixture between two of the abilities he has. One ability is basically just, what was the move he had in the PS4 game that, hey, these suits have other abilities, but you're gonna use this one because it's the best. I think it's like Web Shower or something stupid. Like,
Oh yeah,
just...
Web Blossom.
Yeah, Web Blossom. That was the best ability.
Yeah, that, and I did occasionally switch to the one that just recharged your super.
Yeah, some of those came in handy.
Because like just being able to recharge your super was pretty handy in and of itself.
Man, that's a good ass game.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I will revive you both.
Whoops-a-daisy.
I was near death for a while, and it was going to happen eventually.
Also, hi, Lego. Thank you for joining.
Did you Lego my ego?
Do people still eat Eggos anymore?
I do. They go good with peanut butter and jelly on them.
I mean, I have had waffles, so... I think the last time I got waffles, I just got the store brand ones. But, actually, no. The last time I had waffles... Well, okay. The last time I bought waffles, they were store brand. But, we got a waffle maker as a wedding gift.
Oh, nice.
And so I just bought some mix on that thing, and they were delicious. Holy shit. Although, considering how much I enjoy cooking, like, I kind of want to look up the recipe of, like, okay, how do I make this batter without buying, like, a pre-made mix? Like, how do I go the legit way of doing this? Because I bet them things would taste awesome if I did that.
Alright, time for this again. They rely on this boss a bit too much in this mode, I think.
Yeah, they have. We've done this fight, I think.
Fought her 3 times tonight.
Wow. Man, it's kind of amazing, like, when you have food that you make yourself,
yeah,
and it doesn't have preservative and additives, it tastes really fucking good.
I'm not a great chef, although there is also, like, something to be said for making, like, getting a couple, like, making something that's fresh.
Yeah, like being able to make meals yourself.
Yeah.
As opposed to
like not technically fresh, but I do like handmade tuna salad.
Yeah. That's some good shit.
Adding some paprika, some red pepper flakes.
Oh, that does sound good.
A little bit of onion powder in there as well. Die, Chud.
Yeah, I think that's like the 3rd time tonight we've fought this particular fight.
This exact boss.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, it's also like putting a lot of people will put butter or syrup on waffles, which is it's fine. It's correct. Already up.
Oh, whoops.
But I like to put peanut butter and jelly on mine.
Kelly mentions putting Nutella on
peanut butter and Nutella is also a good choice.
Yeah.
Defeat Ultron.
Okay, here's a new
fucking fight.
From the looks of it, it's probably going to be the fight. Like, no, if it was the turret fight, it'd be Ultimo.
Okay, yes. Okay, yes, you're right. So it is just the fight at the stage. We'll probably have to climb to the stage, won't we?
Probably. I mean, considering what we've gone through thus far.
Oh no, we can just do the boss.
Okay, cool. Thanks, game.
Oh, this is an EX attack only fight.
Oh, okay. Well, time to let it rip.
You wouldn't get out of the fucking way when we did it.
Not to mention these assholes that have like the radius around them.
Feel the heat. Or next phase. I kind of hate these multi-phase boss fights.
Yeah. There's a channel I discovered recently that, you know, we both agree comic books are fucking dumb. But sometimes I love hearing about some of the minutia and stuff that goes on, as well as like hearing some of the behind the scenes. And it's a YouTube channel called Owen Loves Comics, and he basically taught, like, the first video I watched, he talked about this this one failed reboot that Marvel tried to do back in the late 90s, I think, called Heroes Reborn. And it didn't go well.
Ooh, it sounds like one of those New 52 kind of things.
Yeah, it was basically that, maybe worse. And, you know, it was trying to solve the problem of comics of, man, continuity is too fucking big to get new readers into
agree.
this.
Comics are a problem.
Well,
I'm being facetious, Chris. I'm being facetious.
Son of a bitch. No, like, I mean, because when I think of comics, like, there are good stories, and I think it's best to, like, buy the arcs of said stories when you know they're good. But I find it hard to justify.
Powerful infected are always revived as reborn. You have 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay. I don't know. I find it hard to recommend anybody keep going with a series, you know, because you know there's going to be, like, bad written arcs and stuff. I don't know. Sometimes you do get lucky to where it's like, hey, this run had really good writers and it was really good.
I think that's what you do is you just wait till someone says this is a good run and then rate it, right?
Yeah, like that would be, like, the good shit. Like, that'd be the time, like, I mean, and granted, you know, when there's, like, creators that you kind of want to support, you also, I mean, granted, like, I was really into the My Little Pony comics, which I would like to start reading again. Okay, I can tell who's reborn now.
Yeah.
There are some stories worth reading, though, and some worth skipping. It's like, you know, if you like, you know, let's say, you know, somebody likes Deadpool. I'm not going to recommend somebody read every Deadpool comic, certainly not. But there are some good stories that are worth checking out. Let's all read One More Day. Fuck you for that. One More Day was a clear case of, like, here's another obvious problem in the comic books industry where it's like you have to write a shitty story to justify trying to fix a problem you made. Like,
it's a story about abortion.
Was it about
That's
abortion?
not a joke.
'Cause I don't remember anybody being pregnant. Unless I'm wrong.
The deal was that in exchange for losing his unborn child, Spider-Man's identity would become a secret again. It was a story about abortion.
My understanding of it was that it didn't have to do with like his unborn child. It had to do with because it was this whole thing of, like, Spider-Man in the main 616 universe. That's always the meat and potato, like, universe number.
Yeah, he exposed himself during Civil War as Peter Parker. Undo that, Morbius made a deal that he would let that happen and would undo that he ever revealed his identity. But doing so inadvertently kills his unborn child.
So, my understanding of it was that he wanted to undo Mary Jane and Peter's wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, so
because it would kill his unborn child.
And it's like, yeah, it's so stupid. Like, and the thing was, like, this is where Mephisto was a dumbass devil. It's like, ha, I'm gonna take this, and it's like Peter kind of comes out on top on this though. But it's also just, hey, it's a big retcon that we can get away with. Of one, let's make Peter's identity secret again. Two, let's get rid of the organic webs, because that was a thing they did in comics for a short while.
Oh, you mean after the Tobey Maguire movie came out?
Yeah, that's exactly why they did that. They gave him organic webs because of the fucking Tobey Maguire movie. So they wanted to undo that.
Naturally,
because,
as you do.
And because comic book writers can't write a married couple to save their lives, they wanted to undo him being married. Like, no joke, like, comic book writer, like, there are few times when comic book writers can write a mainline character as a married couple.
You know, that tells me a lot about comic book writers.
It kind of sucks, really.
Morbius, the living vampire.
Oh, there he is. There's the living vampire. Did they record new dialogue for this?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is Doctor Strange going up,
no!
trying to find out what the curse is, and it turns out it's Morbius.
Yeah, basically.
Where did he go?
I don't
there
know.
He is. There he is. He has dash attacks.
Okay, he's the one that is red and glowing.
Yes. He's also very hard to approach.
Yeah, he is. I'm just trying to be useful here.
Okay, I hate this.
Okay. I had to get my feet back on the ground before I could do the EX.
I hate how mobile this boss fight is.
Okay, he has Wolverine's, like, slash attack, basically. And again, I wish I could get a clip of Loki just saying Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Would
This
Loki
is
do
my-
a sexy jutsu, you think?
This is my Nindo, brother.
My ninja way.
I mean, I think it's already proven Loki could do a sexy jutsu. Because I think we saw it in the second movie when he made Thor look like Valkyrie. Like, oh, dat trickster. I have no interest in getting a Disney Plus subscription. But there's a part of me that's curious about, like, what are these Marvel shows gonna look like on there?
He's down.
Oh, awesome. I was about to revive Wolverine, but I guess we don't need to do that.
No, Kit, let him die. Let him die on the ground and bleed like a coward. Y'all know what? When we think cowards, we think of Wolverine, right? Perfect. No objections.
Wait. Trying to... Yep. Morbius joins the Alliance. Cool. Let's...
I think that's actually the full DLC. Like, we're just done unless you want to start doing some endless shit.
I mean, we might as well, but first, let me do a few things menu-wise. See if I unlock any. Oh, wow! I got a lot of enhancement points from that. Okay, let's
let me switch to the first one, so we can, the one that we actually we can almost 100% do no problem.
Yeah.
Outbreak. You gotta do 1,200,000 damage with abilities and defeat 120 powerful enemies before we die.
Fair enough. All right, I spent all those. That increases my alliance. Actually, and I think I have enough points to level up some of Loki's abilities. Oh, yeah. Oh, something I forgot to mention is that I know I told you about this, but like on stream, for those listening, when you beat this game on Superior, your abilities, while they only go up by like level 4, they go up to level 5 once you beat them on Superior.
Yeah, you get a whole new rank of power.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. I mean, considering like you get to level 54, then all of your abilities are maxed, and it's like, now what do I do with this? And it's like, oh no, wait. Now I have things to put these into, and it takes a lot of points for that 5th rank.
I will admit that I kind of wish this DLC was more of a campaign, but this is
fine. But
this is plenty fine.
I can understand if, you know,
because then you have to make cutscenes and do all that shit, and that is asking a lot.
This was probably the best I could do, but hey, I am all for getting new characters, because I know in like one of these expansions we're supposed to get the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and Magneto I think is, unless he's in an Infinity Trial.
Magneto is an unlockable character in the Infinity Trials.
Okay.
So you do get him. It's the same thing with like Cyclops and Colossus, where they added a new tree of trials just for those.
Yeah.
There's another tree of trials that unlocks when you beat Superior. It's like play the game more, and it's like, I don't know if I want to.
Remember, we need to do ability damage as well to get our...
Oh, right. Start spamming some of these. Yup.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, Lego, they can acknowledge the Fantastic Four exists now because they bought Fox.
Yeah, exactly. Because Disney
they own it again, so they're allowed to acknowledge it again.
Well, that, and I think, like, the guy that they had in charge of Marvel, I think finally either stepped down or is no longer with the company, because he was, from my understanding, I've heard he is something of a misogynistic, petty asshole.
A misogynistic, petty asshole in a position of power? Chris, what are you talking about? How could that possibly happen?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have not heard anything good about what that guy was. Like, everybody was just talking about, like, he was like a hateful, crotchety old fuck. That, just like, yeah. Like, he is the reason they would cancel whole books because he didn't want to promote the movies.
We need to act now.
Strongest member of the Fantastic Four is Invisible Woman.
That's canon, actually, yes.
I mean, I could agree with that. I mean, is there any other like explanation as to why, or
force fields are a strong power?
They are. They very much are.
Like, she's not just a it's also like the justification that for force fields that she is psionic.
Yeah.
And psionics are better than anything else that Fantastic Four people have going for them.
True. I mean, even Mr. Fantastic, you would almost say he's indestructible, although if you introduced him to cold environments, you can fuck him up.
Reed Richards.
Reed Richards is kind of a dick, though. He was on the wrong side in Civil War. He was.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to dispute that. He was a big dick.
Yeah, no, very much a know-it-all asshole.
He's the guy in high school you didn't want to talk to.
Yeah.
Because you knew if you talked to him, you'd then be in for an hour-long lecture about something you didn't actually care about.
No. And then he'd talk about like how great he is because he figured that out, and it's like, I don't care, man.
I'm not gonna lie, this is really easy, but it's also very therapeutic.
It kind of is, considering all the bullshit you go through in the game, like... Because also, one of the other reasons I kind of also feel like I needed a break from replaying the campaign was I really don't want to do the Dormammu fight again. Like...
Oh yeah, Lego pointed out that Susan's scoring if she wanted to, she could put a force field through your throat.
Yeah.
And just kill you.
There was a bit that I saw this in a video that was talking about because there was like an alternate universe thing, a story of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Yes.
Which they've done before with the Punisher. And in the Deadpool version, like as he's going after the Fantastic Four, Invisible Woman like puts a force field inside Deadpool's head and just fucking pops his head like a balloon.
Yeah.
Granted, that's not enough to stop Deadpool.
But he's Deadpool, he'll just get it back.
Yeah, he'll grow a new head out of his neck.
I wonder if Deadpool has used his regeneration to clone himself at every point.
So there was something that happened along those lines where they got a character called Evil Deadpool, which was...
This was a parody of Evil Dead. I get it already.
Damn it all.
I was a joke. Am I...
Yeah, I know. I'm groaning at that. I'm just... But essentially, Evil Deadpool was a version of Wade that somebody had been taking, like, parts of his body that he had discarded and then forming them together to make another him, but it was all, like, mishmashed and fucked up looking.
As opposed to his super cancerous face.
Yeah, basically, like... Well, I think it was kind of fucked up in the way to where it's like he had like 2 right arms and some shit like that.
That
like,
kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that kind of fucked up. Like, and he had the stitched together look even for his outfit, to where it's like, here's the red and black, here is yellow and blue, here is like all these mismatched colors and. Oh yeah, I used mine last time. Whoops.
In fairness, I was about to, and then the game ended because we killed all the enemies.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I got her.
I have 6 million cash. I just realized.
I mean, I have a lot more than that considering how much grinding I've been doing in this game. But still.
I wish there was a way to see how far you were, how close you were to accomplishing our objectives.
Yeah. Because, like, when you do the Infinity Trials, you see a thing on the side, like an enemy counter or something, but not for this one, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's the main objectives, and there's, like, the side objectives.
Yeah.
We're just keep playing until we get bored.
I guess. Or until 10 o'clock hits.
I'm gonna get bored about it before then, I'll show you that.
I actually plan on working from home tomorrow, so... But at the same time, like, yeah. As long as we're entertaining people, I guess that's what matters.
Are you not entertained?
And because it's October, I'm looking forward to streaming some games to get me in the Halloween spirit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to stream after this. But it probably be something Halloween, like vaguely Halloween themed. But when Medieval comes out, I'm going to stream that.
Oh, yes.
Because that was an old childhood favorite of mine and also very appropriate.
When does that come out?
The 25th.
Oh, so that is this month. Okay.
Yes.
That's cool.
Just in time for Halloween, actually.
I'm probably, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think also like Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming out that same week. Kind of makes sense.
Medieval was my jam back in the day. It was.
Oh yeah,
it
no,
was
Medieval.
one of my favorite games.
Medieval's a great fucking game. I wish we could get Medieval 2 re-released, but
I have
for whatever reason, that one has just been in limbo. Like,
there is a bit of a reason for that. It's notoriously a hard game.
The only reason I missed out on the difficulty for that is because I used the cheat codes that game
I
had.
have never beaten that game without cheating.
Yeah, no.
I have never once beaten that game fairly.
I cheated like a motherfucker on that one.
Now I am down for a remake. It's just that I'm not playing that game without cheats. Because
Yeah.
I am aware of my limitations. And I think Sony knows that people who are like fans of Medieval 2 would probably want cheats.
Yeah.
Because that game is actually just like super hard without cheats.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also love though that in Medieval 2 the best ending is one you get for not 100%ing the game.
Really?
Like 100%ing the game gives you the bad ending.
Oh. Okay.
But if you just play any percent, it is the good ending.
Interesting.
To be fair, Kelly is right. I don't know a single person who's beaten Medieval 2 legitimately.
Yeah, I mean, I sure as hell didn't.
I have tried. I did not succeed, but I gave it a shot.
I think I'm probably gonna wait till Christmas for that one. Mostly because, like, the last two games that I'm buying this year before the holidays are
feel
Pokemon
like-
Sword and Shield
Yeah, go ahead.
and Death Stranding because I have to know.
Norman Reedus and the Puppy Fetus.
God, and that freaking Death Stranding Edition PS4 with the piss yellow controller.
With the fetus controller.
Yeah, the Bridge Baby controller, like, holy shit. The only thing that could make it worse is if they put, like, a tiny, like if they put a tiny baby into it, like, it just...
The thing that scares me about that game is that Dan Reichert, who is a Kojima stan, who will never betray Kojima, is thinking, man, I don't know if I want to play this game.
Like, the gameplay does seem like it's not going to be super action heavy. It's like, it seems very much like you are on this trek across the country.
Yeah.
And
Also, Kojima has said flat out the game gets good 20 hours in.
yeah.
And I played FF13, Chris.
I mean, I played Destiny. I also know how that feels.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that Spider-Man
no.
didn't pop.
Oh, because he was in midair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was doing a web move, and that's why.
But yeah, I
No.
think once I play Medieval, I might start streaming some of like the other like PS1 remake games like Crash and Spyro.
Yeah,
Maybe
I've been
I'll-
meaning to go back to those myself.
Yeah. I think I might end up by playing the campaign of CTR one more time when it's time on stream. That way you can heckle me this time when I play through it.
Yeah. Good luck with that shit. Why do video games en masse take the worst aspects from JRPGs?
Ugh.
I don't know, Kelly. I don't know.
I also don't know, Kelly.
I feel like the thing that's going to be the most remarkable about Death Stranding is the bonkers story that's being told throughout it. Like I think,
Bridges.
yeah, because the gameplay I feel like is going to be okay. Here's something that's going to remind people of Breath of the Wild, but I don't know if it'll be less interesting or not. But the story and the characters are probably going to be what stick with people most. I don't know. It also kind of makes me wonder what the future of this game getting re-released is when it comes to games that have actor likenesses and the like. And then maybe having to continue to pay for those likenesses.
Well, it would be kind of similar to how like licensed music prevents a lot of games from coming back.
The licensed music, we've seen that shit get like patched out like that, which sucks. But yeah,
Does
I don't know,
Phantom Pain ever stop hurting?
no, it doesn't.
I'd probably grind more in this if I wasn't playing Three Houses right now. But then again, if I wasn't playing Three Houses, I'd probably be playing some other game.
Probably, yeah. Man, I never finished Phantom Pain either.
You never finished Phantom Pain?
No, I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Like, I was kind of into it, and then I just didn't go back, and I got caught up in other stuff.
It just keep hurting too bad for you?
I guess. Sure, why not?
It's Phantom Pain, boss!
Like, I've heard some spoilers here and there, and by this point, if I didn't finish it by now, I might as well be spoiled. Yeah, because I was playing that on PC, and I was enjoying myself, kinda. There were times where I was kind of getting a little stuck, where I was being too much of like a stealth perfectionist, of like, okay, I'm gonna do that area over again because I
You're going
fucked
for the
up.
big boss run?
Yeah, like, kind of like that. I think I did 100% of the like little $20 thing they put out before. I forget what they called
Ground
it.
Zeroes?
Yeah, I did like 100% of that. Like, I did all the stuff to unlock everything, and I was like, okay, I'm ready for Phantom Pain. And was playing Phantom Pain, I think I got like an hour or two into it, and then before I dropped it, like I was like, I'll come back to
I hate
this.
seeing Nebula spawn in and then watching my EP drain while she's spawning in.
Yeah, it's a little annoying. That's a little bit of a bad design choice there, game. Well, hi, Ronan.
again, boss spawn while we're doing our ultimate and just like we're not doing damage while that's happening, even though the
Yeah,
ultimate's still going on. That is really frustrating.
Yeah, that's a big pain in the arse right there. Shut up, Ronan. I'll slap your shit. Did you see they re-released the Ghostbusters video game?
I did see that. Someone I know was actually playing that re-release.
I'm glad more people could get a chance to play that. That was a good, like...
Oh, we've already cleared all the tasks. Cool.
Awesome.
So we could just retire.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's retire. I think I'm gonna duck out of like your multiplayer session to check the Shield Depot where you can buy unlockables for stuff.
Sure, let's break off and let's call. Well, we just call it a night, and then we'll just like talk about the Shield Depot while we wrap up.
We'll do that. We'll do that. Phantom Pain loses steam a while in, and the story doesn't really pick up for a long time.
Oh, so you can like buy different like voice lines and shit.
Oh.
With shield
That's
tokens.
retired. Okay. Yep. That clears all of those. Update my ranking. Ranking's updated. Awesome. New record.
What are alliance enhancement points? What do those do?
Oh, alliance enhancement points are the things you use in that big hexagon grid.
Oh. I see there are also a couple things here that cost just straight up currency.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, there are costumes.
Yeah, they put costumes in the game that are worth a damn. Because unlike the shitty fucking recolors that we got in the base game, they put in costumes like
armor for Black Panther?
Wait a minute, I gotta see that.
It says thrice blessed armor.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's a powerful statement.
I want to get Captain America Super Soldier suit. Oh, and they have an alt color for it too.
Characters I care about have
not going to do that.
Costumes I want. I might get the Black Panther one because like that's the only character I truly give a shit about amongst the ones that have costumes. I don't give a shit about Cap or Iron Man. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, that's kind of a cool recolor. Fuck. So I unlocked the Extremis armor for Iron Man, and there's like a recolor that's like black and.
Oh, you can buy the old color once you buy the default costume.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
I might spend some more time in this. I don't know.
Preview that. Okay, I do like that color scheme for the thrice blessed armor. Whew, that for me that's a powerful phrase.
Yeah, the Super Soldier outfit for Captain America looks better. Like that's what I wanted from an alternate costume. Not the fucking black and white bullshit that the game gave me.
They're kind of stingy with these alliance points.
Yeah, a little bit. Phantom Pain is also a little fiddly with its systems. I keep dropping it because of all the mother-based stuff. Yeah, the mother-based stuff, like, I felt like that stuff was going to be more like the, maybe fleshed out a little more from what they did in Peace Walker. But maybe that wasn't such a great idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be at least 2 more expansions for this game, which is probably going to be when we stream more of this.
Yeah, we'll probably come back to do those gauntlets once we get to them.
Yeah, but there's going to be Fantastic Four, and then whoever the other 4 characters they're going to put into this after that.
Yeah.
Like, looking at the roster, it's like, who could they put? You know, like, what are your theories?
That's a good question. Maybe, are there mutants that are not in the game that should be like maybe Jean Grey or the
They
Phoenix?
could put her in. Yeah, they could put Jean Grey Phoenix.
Howard the Duck.
Trying to think. They could add Spider-Woman. That's a character that's been in games previously. Kelly says Howard the Duck. Sure, why
Yeah.
not? Howard the Duck wasn't in the MCU.
Maybe female Thor.
Lady Thor, yeah. Jane Foster.
Possibly one of
maybe.
the other Venoms, like not Gargan. Flash Thompson Venom.
Agent Venom, I could see that. Yeah. They could do that. I'm trying to think. Who would be some good pulls? Like maybe characters that have been in like
Carnage
NBC.
is an easy pick. Yeah, Carnage is an easy pick.
Yeah. They could Squirrel Girl, yep. They could do Squirrel Girl.
There are a couple of good ones that they could pull.
Yeah, there's still some interesting picks they could go with. Cause like right now, like even with this, like even the base game,
What if?
there's quite a variety.
Stay with me here. Peter Porker, the Amazing Spider-Ham.
Sure, I mean Spider-Verse was a movie. At the same time though, I don't know if I want any other Spider-Verse characters. I mean, the only exception would be Spider-Man Noir as played by Nick Cage.
Maybe the Hood? Does they got Dormammu in here?
I don't know.
You don't know who the Hood is, do you?
No.
The Hood is a thug who has Dormammu's cape and is possessed by him.
Okay.
And he's a normal thug, but he has powers because he's Dormammu's avatar.
Sure, why not? Man, I'm trying to think. If they put like Spider-Ham in this, could they get John Mulaney to do voice lines? Since he played Spider-Ham in the
Maybe.
movie.
Young Avengers? Huh. Yeah. That'd be a good choice.
Young Avengers. Hulking and Wiccan.
Hulkling.
Hulkling. Don't know that is.
Fucking She-Hulk!
Yeah! It's Sensational She-Hulk. They could totally put her in this.
Fucking She-Hulk would be an obvious pick for this game.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Put her in this.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Oh man. Okay, so not that they would, but maybe if they wanted to add more villains in here, like if they actually put like Doctor Doom as a playable character.
They might. I mean, we got Mobius as a character, so.
See, now I'm thinking of like kind of other villain characters.
Or they couldn't use a lot of the ones that are in this game already as boss fights. Or maybe they could.
I don't know if I'd want them to do that. Because I feel we kind of went far with that already. Like I don't give a shit to play.
What about Super Skrull?
If they're gonna add the Fantastic Four, I don't give a shit. I mean, I get it, but it's like I would want one or the other, and in all honesty, I would prefer Fantastic Four over Super Skrull. I'm sorry.
I mean, we already think Fantastic Four is coming, so. Jessica Jones? And, like, her assorted cast?
I mean, the only one I know from her, like, cast is, like, Jessica Jones and the Purple Man. And the Purple Man, I don't think seems too compelling for a video game.
I'm looking at a list of Marvel characters to see if there any catch my eye.
Try to think.
The Beast might be an interesting pick.
Like, if you were going to have other X-Men in here, maybe Gambit. I don't know if we need more X-Men. I feel like we
Jubilee?
got... Yeah, no. I don't know. I feel like we did get enough X-Men characters. I mean, it's not that they couldn't add more, but... Like, when I think of the notable X-Men characters, I feel like I got the ones I think of off the top of my head already in this.
Yeah, same.
With the exception maybe being Beast or Jean.
It's a shame that they added Cyclops this game, but, you know, you can't have everything you want.
Gambit would have been a more interesting pick, in all honesty.
How many mutants are there that would not be a more interesting pick than Cyclops? Exactly.
Yeah. We could have gotten Cyclops' brother Havoc. I think he was in one of the movies, like First Class, maybe?
What?
Oh, they could add Quicksilver to this.
Oh, yeah, because Scarlet Witch is in here. Yeah.
Yeah. They had Dimitri. Cable. Okay, Cable is a pick I'd be willing to go for.
What about Green Goblin as Harry Osborn and not Norman?
Yeah, maybe. Do something to differentiate the character.
Yeah.
Maybe Nova, one of the guys from the Nova Corps.
Yeah. That. There are a lot of things they could still put in here.
There really are.
Although that said, I can't say I'm like unhappy with this casting. Wait, this is a very good cast they've picked. Like they towed the line between like stuff that we would want, like that old fans would want, and stuff that obviously has to be here because it's the MCU.
Yeah, but it's also kind of funny how we did get some obscure ones. Like who the fuck? I didn't know who Elsa Bloodstone was before this game.
Or Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. Like that was a fan. That was
Kamala
a
Khan,
fans
I don't see her as obscure. She is very popular.
No, what I mean is that she's not MCU.
Yeah.
And like that is a for the fans pick, not like a moviegoer's pick, if you know what I mean.
And also having like Spider-Gwen and Miles.
Yeah.
What if they re-added Ant-Man in here? Although I don't know. I don't know if it.
The question is if you give a shit enough about Ant-Man.
I mean, he is in the game, but he's not playable. But I can imagine the challenges of making his character playable.
Yeah, because I guess the Wasp is a character in this game, though. So
yeah, Wasp is in this. She's right there.
It's weird that the Wasp is playable and not Ant-Man.
No,
that amuses me.
I mean, if they were gonna have somebody from the Ant-Man movies, it might be her.
Yeah. Ooh, Red Hulk.
That's a maybe. Yeah. Red Hulk after She-Hulk, though, because
there was a character that a friend of mine's a big fan of, who is, I forget the name of him. He is a centaur werewolf with a symbiote.
I don't fucking know. What? Like, that just sounds like you fucking had a bunch of words on a dartboard and you just... like,
he's
werewolf.
also diabetic.
Why? Holy shit.
But I'm not making a single word of what I just said up.
No, I believe it. I believe it. I've seen some of the crazy shit that the Marvel Universe has done. Like, you know, like going back to like
it's
the X-Men.
Marcus, the Centaur Werewolf Symbiote Warrior.
Sure. There was a character I looked up after hearing about it on a podcast. It's a mutant character called Maggot. And his mutant ability, he has these 2 slugs that come out of him, eat up a bunch of stuff, go back into him,
So
and he has
Shino from Naruto.
Bug
Boy.
Is that,
The
okay.
parasitic insects.
Yeah, because it's like they eat stuff, then they go back inside him, and then he has super strength.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. The full title is Marcus, the diabetic gladiator centaur werewolf with the symbiote and robot
Jesus
legs.
Christ. Or how about...
I put it in the chat for everyone to look at.
No, I'm seeing this. Or how about Vibe? Actually, no, wait, that's a DC character. My bad. Holy shit.
Although, who can really compete with a werewolf centaur symbiote warrior, huh? Just throw all the words together. You'll get something good out of it. Not that I'm complaining. The design looks pretty cool.
Another good pick people actually know of. They could put War Machine in this game.
Oh, they could, yeah.
Not Iron Patriot, because if you're going by comic book lore, that was Norman. But
yeah,
but they could put War Machine in this game. I'm surprised I didn't think of that sooner.
There are a ton of directions they could go with this cast.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The Marvel lore is vast and infinite. Like the stones.
Sometimes to its detriment.
Only sometimes, though.
Man, I still kind of laugh of like... I mean, to be fair, we at least got one when it came to like X-Men, Spider-Man characters, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, the frickin' Defenders. Do we want anybody from the Inhumans? I guess we'll have one at least. Yeah. And we did. We got one.
Elektra's already a character you can unlock, right?
Elektra she's the first, like, she's an unlockable character in that first tree of trials.
I haven't done any of those yet.
Yeah, because she's like the first one you can get.
I love that my Hawkeye is stronger as a higher level than any of the other Avengers in my game. That amuses me just a little bit.
I was gonna say, because who are you gonna have in your squad now that you don't have my Captain America in it?
Probably Black Panther.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I want his triple blessed armor.
Yes, his thrice blessed armor.
Yes.
That is such a good... That's so good.
Like, not content with 2 blessings, he added a 3rd to it.
I want to say that armor is something they also used in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite as like an alternate suit for him.
Oh, probably.
But you can be forgiven for having never touched MVC Infinite because
no one else did.
A lot of people didn't. I mean, I did when it got...
The actual game itself was really fun.
I mean, as a fighter, it works. It works as a fighting game. It does what it's supposed to do. It's mechanically and technically sound. But it's all the other bullshit that was around it that they fucked up.
Maybe we add more Inhumans as level characters? Of course, I don't know that cast well enough, so I couldn't say which ones we
I don't know. I mean, we saw some of the characters in, like, the Atalan chapter.
Yeah.
Like, you can't add Black Bolt because he's too powerful.
And we could have Thane playable and then let him die and then never revive him.
Yeah, fuck you, Thane. You're a piece of shit. That is canon. Thane is a piece of shit.
Yeah. He's so shit that you have to team up with Thanos, the Destroyer. Or
Yeah.
the Mad Titan, to kill his son because his son's a piece of shit who's worse than him.
Yeah, no, fuck him.
You
Fuck
made me
him.
team up with Thanos, Thane. You're that bad. Fuck
Yeah,
you for
no.
that.
Go eat shit, Thane.
I look forward to Marcus, the Centaur Werewolf Symbiote Diabetic, joining this game's cast in due time.
Something else that I just recently thought of when you think of like the symbiote characters, I don't think you could get away with adding anti-venom because that was also Brock.
I mean, like none of the ones we just unlocked were part of the story, so I don't see why he couldn't be
I guess
whatever.
Maybe, but I don't see them doing that.
Oh, they probably wouldn't. They would probably pick Agent Venom before they picked Anti-Venom.
Oh yeah, no, Agent Venom would be fucking great. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm having more fun trying to think of other characters that they could add to this.
Yes.
For their final four. Shit.
This is where I reveal that I'm actually not as knowledgeable about Marvel lore as I appear.
I mean, my knowledge of Marvel comes from a few things. Movies, cartoons, occasionally looking up a wiki, and comics are at the bottom of that list.
Yes, same. I don't think I remember the last time I ever read a Marvel comic book.
I was reading a Deadpool run because when I discovered digital comics and being able to just purchase those and actually have them on like a regular basis as opposed to going to a bookstore that wouldn't update its shelves for shit.
Yeah.
You know, and living in a small town, I could get these stuff when it comes out. And I was reading a run on Deadpool for a while. I was reading a first few issues of some New 52 stuff. And then I dropped off of that. Like, I wanted to read Superman on a regular basis, but it just wasn't sticking. But like Deadpool, I was reading like a run that was written by Gary Duggan and Brian Posehn, which was very funny and also really good storytelling. But again, like I mean, granted, I fell on some hard times financially, so I couldn't keep buying comics, and then I just kind of fell out of it. And if I wanted to know something that happened in a story, I'll go read the spoilers, which sucks because when there are people that are certainly worth supporting in the industry, but
also, I'm not going to shed a tear if Marvel loses a bit of money.
I mean, yeah, considering they're owned by Disney now, it's like, what the fuck ever. It's almost the same for DC, even though it's like, you know, they're owned by Warner Brothers, so whatever.
So are you looking forward to Spider-Man and Kingdom Hearts?
I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to see that, to be quite honest with you.
What about Darth Vader in Kingdom Hearts?
No, I don't want that either.
Turns out these lightsabers nothing against the Keyblade.
I mean, I could believe it, but at the same time, I don't want it. I don't want it. Like, I mean, I don't have the most reverence for Kingdom Hearts, but at the same time, I don't want that in my Kingdom Hearts. I don't.
I don't either. I just like doing the what if just to amuse.
I mean, Luke
myself.
Skywalker's already in the series. Technically.
Yeah, although he's got shades of the Joker in there.
Yeah. I dispute that, honestly. Oh man. But it is 10 o'clock.
And we will be heading out. Thank you all for sticking with us for so long. Take care, and Chris won't be here next week because we don't have any more Marvel to play.
No, not till the next expansion drops.
I will be streaming next week, and I'm not sure what I'll be streaming yet.
You'll figure it out eventually.
Although maybe I'll do Man of Medan, and I'll find someone who wants to join. Maybe if you want to join, you never know.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Until then, take care, team. I will see you when I see you.